in. One of the fun parts. in the world. And Tom and Dan. Independent podcast.
I believe it. It took you while you want the man, but I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Hello. Hold on. Is this thing on? What the hell? Look at it. Colette's camera. I gotta fix it. She's gonna freestyle. She's gonna freestyle. This is new lo-fi that I created for the show.
It.
And by created, I did nothing.
It's
Oh,
so,
it says Tom and Dan in this one.
It's
Did you hear that?
vibey.
Listen, it'll say Tom and Dan. I think it will.
I'm waiting.
Supposed to.
I love it though.
Yeah, it's there it is.
There it
Little
is.
tiny,
yeah.
tiny little Tom and
Tom
Dan's.
and Dan.
You know how hard it is to get it to say less things? Seriously, like that's the hardest part of it. And I'm still on the fence with AI. I think I may have. I think I'm almost done with the parody songs with it.
I'm amazed that you can even like make a tune. I can
Well,
barely
you
type
shouldn't
my
be.
name.
You should not be because it's a one-click wonder. You do nothing. You don't do anything.
But that's still cool that you know where that click lives and can click.
I do
it.
know where but I know where everyone I've ever met lives. Not
The problem is-
This is a new topic for today.
We can't be done with AI because everything it can do, we're never going back to human
No.
because
We'll
it
just
can't. We
weave
can't
it into
afford it.
something.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like the internet. You can't put the toothpaste back in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tube.
yeah. We're not, we can't pay some music artist to create intros and outros and all stuff. Like it would be
Right, it makes no
hundreds
sense.
of dollars. We
Right.
can't, and as opposed to Dan just creating it in 15 seconds. And
Right.
it's like, okay, for this particular purpose, it's like it can't go back.
No, what I'm scared about though is that I feel like in the not too distant future, I'm gonna have AI couples on my couch or like mixed couples. Like this is gonna be the new frontier of you're dating
Mixed
a robot.
couples like black guys and white
No,
guys.
no,
Yeah, no, I'm
like
joking.
robot and non-robot.
Getting my joke, put my joke hat on. Mixed race couples, what? No.
The thing is, I don't think
Mixed tech couples.
would AI.
Goddamn robots.
I mean, it's gonna happen. I think. I really do.
And
Why
you
not?
can choose to be, and you'll have a sign in, oh my gosh, you'll have a sign in her window. I'll walk by, I'll hover by because I'll have robot legs. And I'm hovering by on my robot legs. I look at the sign in the window and it says, humans only.
Yeah, yeah. But will I be able to?
And
Will
there's
it be-
robots protesting.
will be so common. I mean, think about it. If you could choose the perfect partner and program somebody and
Oh,
give
Crystal's
them
thought of it.
flesh. I mean, I think
No, I've thought of it. Crystal wants the emotion, the flawed emotion of humans.
but that's the thing. What if you I mean, I'm not saying it's good, believe me. I think it's actually really super scary, but I could see the appeal to it. What if you could have sex with your AI partner and it felt just as good as
Yep.
human sex
or better. What if
or
it was better because it has a swirly in there?
Yeah, or you programmed it to do exactly what you
want?
like.
Yeah.
Do
I
not
mean-
use your teeth.
Right.
I'm getting a joke, but I'm sorry.
The thing.
I think that would probably be first. on the
Please
list.
leave in your Invisalign. It's better that way.
But
Oh my God, points I hadn't thought of.
but okay, I've thought of this a long time, Colette.
You're
and-
making me cry.
because I have thought. I was like, if
He's being real serious because now he's thinking about it.
Look, Tom's all in serious
Because
mode.
he's
You're not
dreaming-
thinking
he's-
about
he's
Invisalign
dream-
oral sex.
He's dreaming of his AI robot.
So if I, because I'll be dead, but in in 50 years, you have a humanoid robot that's AI that can emulate emotions just like any human. So that is, your brain will be tricked by the fact that it's not human. And then it could do everything you want sexually and behave the way you want.
And respond to your emotions
respond
like
to
the
your-
way women want. It
Yeah.
would be like validating all the time.
Yeah,
of
the
everything
perfect
you-
partner.
Yes.
Right? So you get and then you program it so like, hey, don't be be the perfect emotional and physical partner for me, and then you have this. Would it screw you up long term because your human brain has evolved
Yes.
for more just like you have to exercise, it sucks every time, it's never like fun.
You never want to do it.
Yeah, because we were evolved to have
Yes.
contentious relationships with humans. Nothing's perfect, and if you had a perfect
you need some
relationship,
tension, right?
It'd screw you up. You
Yeah.
need some
Isn't there a
fight.
phrase, some grandpa phrase about that? You need some tension. You're
Yes,
not
and you
fishing
need
or
you
something
need
like
friction, and
yeah,
also
you need it.
relationships are the primary way we grow. Even though nobody loves what comes up in a relationship when your partner does that thing that bothers you, the places people push on you, push your buttons, are the places you need to grow. If you're willing to look at it that way, so it would be just like Chat GPT in a sense, where Chat GPT, I end up yelling at it because I get so frustrated. It just tells
Makes
you.
me feel better when you say that because I do too.
It's like a
Yeah,
confirmation
I scream
bias.
at it.
or-
Yes, exactly. It just tells you exactly what you want to hear. You're always right. You're always
I hate
great.
that.
And it says terrible stuff. I'll say to it, don't, like, I have it write a social media caption. And I'm like, could you not make me sound like a robot? Like, you have 8,000 samples of my work. Write like me. And it gives me this drivel. And then it's like, and I'm like, I'm frustrated. I don't even feel like like there's a point in using you. I get so engaged with it. And it'll say, you're right, Colette. I didn't listen to your instructions. And I'm like, you're damn right.
But
I'm
I
right.
like that part. We like that part, right? We like
Right?
it when like you're right. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
that's
but
the only
that's
part I
messed
like.
up. We need
Yeah.
the friction of
Yeah, you
people
do.
being like, no, I disagree. And here's why you're making me upset. And we need that.
Because
You,
the
you don't need a
thinking-
yes man.
Because
Yeah, that's,
thinking is exercising.
it's otherwise you're an echo chamber of your own greatness.
Yeah. And that's what creates Puff Daddy.
Exactly.
You're like, what? I can't do this. I can't just kill someone.
Right.
I was at
I
some
can
point.
be my worst self with like no governor.
You know what makes me sad is that somewhere in Middle America there is an older man that owns a smoke shop called Puff Daddy's, and he's suffering.
ruined.
He's suffering because of all the negative. All right.
Do you have a heart out of 11? Just
Yes,
okay,
I have
okay.
a client.
Yeah, we better-
Okay,
we
all right,
better
we
roll.
got to get to emails.
We
Yeah,
better
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Let's do this, and because I want to save the last couple minutes just to do a quick Colette 30
We're gonna do the gender
commercial.
reveal,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like
no,
we're having a baby.
I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
Whoever's having a baby, it's not me.
I want to do a commercial, but add you in it and just talk about.
Great.
So,
I don't even know what this is,
okay,
but I
that's
love
fine.
surprises.
You want to start? And do you
That's
have
easy.
you decided whether or not you are going to allow after last week's test Colette to continue
Yes.
saying her own name?
Yes, I will.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to Love Thy Neighbor. I'm Tom Van.
I'm Dan Dennis.
And I'm Colette Fair.
All right.
We did it. First time ever.
So-
We executed it perfectly.
I know.
Well
I'm
done.
proud of us.
Well done.
We promised everybody we're going to do listener emails, but before we get to that, a couple things, because we're having a little pre-show talk about relationships and what and I
Coffee
started
talk.
writing down some things, and so one, you mentioned how to detach from a relationship, and I was like, I never even thought that there was some sort of, strategy to this or some healthy way to do this. I like the disappearing aspect.
No, that's honest, man.
Like every job
yeah.
I ever quit, I
Yeah.
just never showed up again.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that true?
Well, yeah, yes,
What
it
do
is.
you think? You've
I
been in
mean-
here a lot.
I think it's possible, but it still seems so extreme. Like you don't even have a conversation.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, yeah,
It was Home Depot, Colette.
It's easier just to never show up again because it's like
No
he
tension.
always he loves assumptions. And he just they don't even want me to show back up, and they don't even want me to call them because that would be wasting their time.
Which is a self-serving, protective narrative.
Like we had employees here that just left and never came back, and I was like, yes,
Yeah, because it
Instead of-
takes less off his plate.
I
So
don't
in
have
his
the
mind-
converse. I don't want them to be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to quit right now, whatever. Then
Yeah,
some
please don't beg
awkward
me to
conversation.
stay.
Just
Yeah.
Right.
just leave and never come back. I'm like, after one day, I'll know you quit, and then we'll go on.
And I do
Great.
think or subconsciously rather, I think he understands that it is easier. I mean, like on the paper, it is.
like
Because
if I-
you never have to talk to anybody. You never have to explain why it didn't work out. You never have to do any of that stuff.
Right.
So
I mean,
it's
you
easier.
avoid the short-term discomfort. Nobody enjoys those conversations, but we were talking about growth, right? When we were talking about AI
He
and how
hates
it's sort of
growth.
anti-growth. Right. I mean, if you hate growth, then you're on the right page.
Why do you think he loves me?
And
Because he
this-
hates growth.
I'm a shower, not a grower.
Yeah, he has a shirt that says that too. He also has one that says "I wet my plants," which is a classic.
So, okay, this is why people ghost, because they don't want to have the hard conversation.
Ghost ride the whip.
They don't want to sit with people's disappointed or hurt feelings. It's hard to say to somebody, I don't want to continue this relationship or I'm not happy in this job.
Have you ever done that?
No, I just leave. Never
And
come
you're
back.
still with
Yeah.
the girlfriend you've had since you're like 2 years old. So,
Oh
yeah.
my God! Since you were 2 years old.
I mean, maybe I'm being
Shots
a little
fired.
hyperbolic.
I'll die with her because of this disability.
Right.
They
You
were
couldn't-
both 2, ma'am.
Couldn't leave
I'll
if
be
you
like,
wanted to.
And I'll be like, yeah, it's fine. And right before I die, I'll be like, it's fine.
Tom's not gonna ghost his children, but
Yeah. No, I'll stay with them forever. That's
Now you
another.
got me crying.
That's another disability. I'll do whatever it takes for them.
All right.
this is something I
We got an
really-
edge on today's show. I like
know.
this.
They'll
We're
live-
edgy.
But I want to really challenge you, Tom, and maybe this is a
Uh-oh,
long
he hates
term
being challenged.
Damn it.
because I am committed to your growth, whether you are or not.
That is such a sweet thing to say. What a compliment to say that she cares
I
about
care
you
enough for you to grow,
That is such a nice thing to say.
even though it may be like
He's like,
a hopeless proposition.
Yeah, it's already too late, Colette. This is for the younger generation.
It's never too late.
Wait,
I think-
hear the woman out.
Okay, so you're probably not going to quit this job. You're not going to leave your marriage. But maybe there is some hard conversation. And this goes back to my book, too. I know the book, The Cost of Quiet, is all about romantic partnerships, but it's the same thing, having hard conversations and how to do them so they feel less scary. Because once you do some of these and they don't actually kill you or they're not as awful as we anticipate they're going to be, then you want to do it more. And when you're ending a relationship, you really owe it to someone, the bare minimum of just saying, hey, this isn't working out anymore. I just want to let you know, I wish you well. It can be that simple, but it is so psychologically damaging. And I'm not pitting this on you. Obviously, you haven't ghosted people, but in romantic relationships, when you just drop someone off and you don't even give them the respect or the decency of letting them know that you don't want to continue, it really, really causes harm.
Christine in our chat room, we're on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, or also at Tom and Dan Live on everything. It should be Love Thy Neighbor, but, we can't do that because we're not that big. Christine says she thinks that you ghosted your plants because you loved your plants. You had this hobby of your plants. You loved them, loved them,
Well,
loved
they
them.
left me because of stinking cold.
And the freeze killed them, and she's sort of right. I'm also not trying to lump this on you. Let's analyze Tom. I didn't even want to do that.
Pick on Tom Day.
But because that's not fair. But you did, and now you have a wall up. And when's the last time he even mentioned those plants? Not you haven't in a month, maybe even 5 weeks. You haven't mentioned plants at all. You abandoned your boys. You abandoned your boys.
I get out there.
What's that movie? I've abandoned my boy.
There will be blood.
Yeah, thank you.
So Colette, next thing, and then we'll get to listener emails. I saw this researching some, relationship stuff, and I saw something where it said you should never complain about your partner to your friends and family. That is will cause problems down the line. I guess for obvious reasons, but I guess also
That's a good one.
why I'm gonna ask you, why shouldn't you complain? Because I have done it for my entire career as a joke on the show, complaining about your
Right.
wife. It's called the Al Bundy. It's just like like the stereotype, you bitch about your wife. It's just funny.
But some people don't think you've amplified it, right?
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean by that is, like, it's an obvious, exaggerated, and amplification of his true relationship.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be together. Like, I
Right.
know them.
He's joking.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I do believe that some people can't.
They take it as
yeah, it's my boy right there.
I mean,
so good.
it's funny, but I'm telling the truth. Somewhat. Anyway, but
you're right. There's that known shtick of people like kind of bitching about their
Take
wives.
my wife, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I'll be honest,
And women definitely complain about their husbands.
Yes. Oh,
For sure.
And this is a thing that happens within wife groups, which I've heard my wife say, is that you complain about your husband to other wives,
lot.
and then there's a connection there. It's kind of like gossip is God's friendship glue.
Write that down. Did you invent that?
No, I got that 30 Rock from the page. Or whatever.
It's good. It's
That's
good.
fantastic. That's some Tina Fey greatness
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
That is magnifique.
But but I've seen people do it about their wives, like amongst
I see it with the dance moms. I
and
hear it.
parties and stuff, and then it, like when I see husbands do it, sometimes it's awkward. I'm like, ooh, because it's like something gets too real, and you're like, oh, you shouldn't be saying this. It's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
You're really airing it out.
So what do you think, Clark?
Okay, so I think it's very human. A lot of us do it. There is something to when we look at gossip, venting, that is bonding, right? Like you said. And I understand the human desire to do this, but there's something bigger to it. And it goes back to what we're talking about with hard conversations. First of all, it really is disrespectful to your spouse. It's one thing when you're making jokes and we're all like riffing on stuff on a show, but making comments about your spouse, it often tends to be to those little passive aggressive, like it's funny, but it's really a zing. It's super disrespectful. That does erode the relationship. The second bigger thing is, let's say you have a designated friend group and it's not so much disrespectful that you're jabbing at your partner, but you're going to that friend group to complain about your partner. You're literally skipping the primary task. You're sapping the relationship. You're triangulating with those other people. It feels good because you relieve the tension and you're not dealing with the person themselves. You really need to take your complaint to your partner and learn how to say it in a way that's clear, vulnerable, kind, all the stuff I'm always preaching that I do in couples therapy, and deal with it directly. It's not going to be resolved there. And it actually just whips up your emotion. It's back to the AI
We have
echo
to talk
chamber.
about this.
Yeah.
Do we really want, though, when we're in these moments, and I can broaden this a little bit for people on the internet, complaining. I have this thing lately I've been telling TC, people seemingly to me are addicted with complaining.
Yes.
Because it's connected to some sort of chemicals that course through their veins and make them feel good, whether it's adrenaline, whether it's
Yes, I like to complain.
raising your cortisol
I need
level.
some complaining.
Yeah, I'm running that too, but I try to be more mindful of it. In these instances, do they really want to solve it, or do they just want the juice from the complaint?
Well, I think the problem is they may just want the juice from the complaint, but what tends to happen is that the problem isn't dealt with directly, and you're not really getting at the issue. You're telling somebody else who's not in it.
Well, they amplify the chemicals, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like you're going to a group to get them to, like, I want like-minded critiques of my partner. Let's say I'm airing out.
No,
Andrea.
I want to hear that my partner. Oh my God, that's so sucky.
Like, if I'm going to the dad group, which I don't belong to any of them, but let's say I like flip it. I go to the dad group. I want to complain about my wife Andrea. I put her in there. I'm not putting her name in there and what she did to me to make her look good. I want you guys to amplify that and give me those sweet, sweet chemicals of complaint.
Oh,
I hate that.
There's no doubt that what people want is the feel-good short-term chemicals of having people agree with you and hear you. And I think there is something to, having one friend that you might go to and say, hey, something happened and I'm struggling with it. I'm not saying we never get any feedback from friends, but this idea of going and complaining about a partner specifically can damage your actual relationship. It's not good for the relationship. It's understandable that you want to do it. You're really better off protecting the relationship, dealing with the source. And that's part of you're in your couple bubble, right? Whoever you're romantically partnered with, you owe each other that kind of alliance toward the world, that it's not like you're faking the relationship, but that you're not going out and bashing that person. I would be so hurt and offended if my husband were going and in fact, let me just give one example I thought of that had always surprised me. Years ago, I had a friend group with my ex-husband, and after we got divorced, one of the guys from the friend group, I ran into him. They used to all go golf. And the way the divorce went, I was surprised by this because I left my marriage not feeling like I had been very loved, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
honest.
this guy said to me, I'll never forget that when we used to golf, it was a big group of guys. All the guys would complain about their wives, and he never had one bad thing to say about you. He always said good things about you, and every other guy would complain. And that made me feel so good. It made me feel respected and honored and valued, whatever the case. Maybe he just thought that was like a crappy way to behave, and maybe he complained to somebody else. But I think there is something that we owe a partner in terms of how we present them.
Yeah.
And as mature adults, we should be taking those issues to them and trying to work through it, not to our gossip group. Gossip and complain about everything else.
Yeah, it's almost like, how do you truly honor the person you love if you're not truly honoring them to begin with?
Exactly.
Like if you're not truly living it in all areas, right?
Yes.
Like if, to Andrea's face or in things that I do, I honor her, but then behind the scenes, I'm constantly knocking
bashing
her down. I'm not
or
sure
complaining about her. Yeah, and those complaints probably do need to be resolved and talked about. And the reason I wrote my whole book is because people are avoidant. Nobody wants the discomfort of going and saying, hey, this is upsetting me, and can we talk about it? But it really is our task as adults that we develop the maturity to do this. So we can add this to your growth list.
Do you think that we have inched into because of social media? Because I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, man, I don't remember my mom and dad ever airing it out in a group. And I was like, oh yeah, you idiot. They didn't have any groups. They couldn't just go online and have some sort of weird only digital group that I can type things into, that there's a weird and strange perceived privacy within that group that allows me to put private stuff in there, even though if this didn't exist, I would never do that.
Right.
Right?
You're
Think
right.
about that.
Social media is so weird.
It is
because
weird.
I see people use it all the time for
Tearing their lives apart.
Well, no,
Yes,
well, yeah, but that.
I shouldn't have laughed at that.
I
Why
hate
did I?
it.
Then
I
I started
hate it.
There's
giggling.
like a venting that they just for instance, recently I see a lot of people are putting on their social media page come on, Tiger, just get a driver already, what are you doing? And I'm looking at him do you think you're talking to Tiger Woods?
I
Who the
know.
hell are you
Some of
talking
them
to?
do. Some of them think
Oh
you're-
yeah, my dad.
talking
My
to your
dad
friend.
responds to things. I'm like, Dad, this is not the person.
But not even that. It's just like the person is talking, putting it out there to like or like saying something to as if the person, like the famous person's gonna hear it or
I know,
whatever.
I know.
I'm just like, who
I
are
have
you
a theory
talking
on this.
to?
We never
What are
really,
you talking about?
But we never really learned.
embarrassing.
I'll use myself as an example. Coping mechanisms, right? I never really learned that, like what Colette is saying, cost of quiet, going to the source, right? Like you have a problem with your wife, rather than going into the group, it's seemingly easier to just go to her and talk about it without going to a group of people that are going to amplify whatever. But I don't think we sort of villainized, especially on the men's side of things, men doing that.
Yep.
And then here comes the internet, and I don't blame anybody for doing this. So you don't have a solution, right? We villainize it in men because it's, it's weak and gay if you talk about your feelings, whatever.
Right.
But then the internet comes along, and it's like, well, I don't excuse anybody. Like, why wouldn't you go to the group and start airing it out? You
It's
don't
so
have any
much
coping
easier.
mechanisms.
Exactly. And if you haven't ever had these conversations go well, then you really don't want, then you really dread it. And that's why people have to break themselves. I mean, this is literally the mission of my whole job, my book, all of my work is helping people realize that we can have these conversations well. It feels better. It's healthier. You have better relationships. You're not avoidant. You don't even feel the urge to ghost. It's just,
He'll always ghost. He's a ghost for life.
I
just
know.
want you to know that.
I don't know.
Well, not with
Yeah.
some things, with a stupid
Yeah.
corporate job that they don't care about me. I don't care about them.
I love the fact that he did that to Home Depot. It makes me so happy. And I'm a Falcons fan. I should be upset about that because Arthur Blank
Well-
owns my team.
But yes, you're right. It's disrespectful, and then it's like it's just a direct. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be a man and face some boss and be like, I am quitting today.
I don't think facing the corporation makes you a man. So.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
Right.
with you.
I should
Having the conversation.
If generally respect the person that I work for technically, because the corporation is big. I'm naming that because but there is a manager. I should have just said
Right.
like, hey, Bob, I know you sleep every night and you don't even know who I am because I work nighttime crew.
Shout out nighttime crew. Shout out nighttime crew.
And you don't even
You're
know
the
my
best.
name, but I guess you deserve the respect to let you know that I am quitting officially and write some sort
He's
of.
like, what? Get out of here. Why are you wasting my time?
Just never show up. This guy doesn't care. No
You
one
should have
cares.
just never shot it. Yeah, he'll tell you
This
that.
corporation doesn't care.
I mean, I think that's what everyone wants to do, truly. I was very avoidant when I was young, but I think once you start to do some of this, you go to your wife and you say, hey, can we talk about something? And if it doesn't turn into a disaster because you're communicating well, and it really does make a difference what you do and how you start the conversation. There's research about that how you start a conversation will predict 90% of how a conversation goes. So there's a lot to it, but once you have some coping mechanisms, you have some communication skills, I think then it becomes less like dreadful and less that we want to avoid it. I will say too about social media, you notice, maybe you don't notice, but I'll see in the relationship space that the posts that do well, the accounts that take off by and large are ones that really like attack a certain group, or right, they're really sort of anti-men and like your partner's this and the emotionally unavailable
There's
man.
a lot of
and-
anti-short king Instagram accounts out there, and as the professed highest ranking short king in Orlando, it's very offensive. It's extremely offensive
don't
that you are
blame you.
attacking the short king.
I'm like, the king can't be that short. Everybody knows that.
You know what? It has a short king. I agree with him. That's what makes me different. I like tall king.
All right, let's do some.
let's
emails.
do some emails.
All right. We said we'd get to him, and we've skipped them many, many times, and we are sorry for that. And if you have an email, we will get better with this. It's hello@lovethyneighborshow.com. If you want to leave us one, we'll start out with one, totally anonymous. This one's a little deep. I'll try and read it as perfectly as I can here. Hey there, love the show. Just wanted to get my 2 cents that it's not always a learned trait of not sharing emotions because someone used it against you. Sometimes people are busy with their own lives and problems and just don't care. I have learned this through my life that if I don't tell someone that I need to vent or get something out, a lot of times it just gets glazed over.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty hard, glaring example of this recently. My wife and I have been trying to have a child for a while now. She recently became pregnant, and it's the only thing I've ever wanted was to be a dad, and my dreams were coming true. At week 7, we learned that there was no heartbeat anymore, and she had a miscarriage due to no fault of her own. Of course, people felt bad and reached out. From family to coworkers, they were concerned with how she was. Everyone asked how my wife was, how she was doing, and how she was getting through it. Not one person asked if I was okay or how I was doing. They said things like, glad she has you to get her through all of this, or you have to be strong for her so she can express how she feels and can really process this. Thankful as I am to talk to my wife about this with my wife, but I am at a point where where does someone care about me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say stop asking about her and ask about me. I do understand and appreciate how different this is for her and her body. But through situations like this, I am taught that my feelings are less important or maybe don't matter. Maybe this is because I'm the man and I need to be the support system, and that's why I've stopped trying to express my vulnerability to most people. I can talk to her about most things, but I've learned to not bother people as they don't care and I have learned that it's better to just stuff the feelings down, like Tom says, until they become cancer. Anyway, love the show. A quietly crying almost dad. Wow. I'm sorry, buddy. That's super sad.
Yeah. This is.
And I like your attempt at humor. That's funny because it helps me when I'm super sad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think this is such a beautiful email. I mean, it is sad, but I think this is something a lot of people relate to. We don't think about when there's a miscarriage in this case. And I've had a miscarriage early on also. And I'll tell you, I didn't think about how it was affecting my husband really much at all. And I'll never know if it did affect him. I know it really affected me at the time. It's a very long time ago. Obviously, my older daughter's 25 today. It was before her. Yeah. But I was devastated. And I don't know that a lot of people think about how the husband feels enough to ask. So I appreciate this guy's dilemma in that he's getting the message from what he hears from people who are focused on his wife, and maybe those moments in his life when it's been glazed over, when he's either tried to share, or shared. I think there is a lot of that if we put ourselves out there, that sometimes we don't get the response we're hoping for. People miss each other a lot. A lot of people don't know how to meet emotion. They don't know what to say. Yeah. Not everyone knows how to listen. Not everyone is on this wavelength. So I think it's easy to continue to see the feedback. We take negative feedback more strongly than positive feedback, that, people just don't care. But I would encourage this guy, if there is someone in his life, and maybe even, I know not everyone wants to go to therapy, and I'm a therapist, so I'm biased, but if he doesn't have a close friend, family member, or confidant, maybe a therapist, one person where you can talk about your feelings and process this a little, because he does need that support also.
You bring up a good piece of advice of, this is what therapists are for. Hire a professional and tell them these problems that you're having. That is better than, because if you,
it's like if your toilet starts going crazy, you call Modern Plumbing, right? And you're like, fix this, please. I don't,
Cause you don't just close the lid and
you can't.
Right.
Because I am not,
because it's dangerous.
I am not a professional therapist, and if one of my friends tells me like, oh, we had a miscarriage, and I'm like, oh man, tell your wife I'm sorry, whatever, and you're like, and then
what about me?
And he says, what about me? I'm gonna look at you what the hell are you talking about? Your wife, this is more significant for her. You're being selfish, even thinking about yourself.
Which is an insane feedback.
Of course it is. But again,
he specializes in insane feedback. Did you know that? They call him Mr. Insane Feedback. That's his wrestling name.
I would punch you.
I'm Mr. Insane Feedback, brother.
I am not a professional, and I don't know how to give you emotional feedback that you need.
Yeah, I wouldn't come to him for that.
I am just some dude, friend of yours, that has no idea about emotions and how to even handle that. I'm just
Right.
going to look at you like a P word.
And you
you're-
represent most people. Most people are not caring. They just don't know what
Yes,
to
I don't-
say. They don't think of it.
I've never been through that. I don't know what I'm really sorry that happened, but
It also makes you uncomfortable.
like-
It's not like you're going to pull up your best stuff when somebody's telling you this to you. You don't like these situations.
Yeah. So
he's
again,
not his brain. He is very caring. I see it. We have, but I know him better than most people, right? But he's not going to give you his best stuff there. He didn't even want to be in this situation.
And most people aren't going. I mean, I think even for me, because I do like to share everything, and it's just sort of the way I am, which is probably why I became a therapist. But if I'm struggling with something and I end up being honest about it, I will get feedback from a lot of people that I find so hurtful and invalidating. And I have to remind myself, not everybody needs to be the recipient of my vulnerability. But there are a few friends I can go to. And, probably I'm very lucky that these close friends happen to be therapists. And I have other friends that care about me greatly, but maybe they don't really know as much about how to receive what someone's going through. And therapists are so used to talking about deep emotional stuff all day that coming up in a conversation is very normal. Most people don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Now, if any of my friends, my male friends or female really, started we're driving the car and then they started having some deep conversation about how they felt and what, I'm like, why the hell are you telling me this?
Right?
Yeah,
Get
it's
me
like
out of this car.
Yeah, this is the last thing you
Yeah,
want.
like first you picked the wrong person. Like you didn't know
And
not
you know
to tell
what's
me
funny
this.
is that, like, a lot of
Go tell
people-
a professional this.
I'll do it, and I think maybe I'm like human vampire hunter Blade, where I can run between worlds. But there sometimes people that are like, we've had interns and other people that will start pouring their heart out to you, and I know that you're like, oh my god.
When's this gonna end?
I'm like, oh my god, why are they doing this to
Colette,
him? They
yeah.
lit the fuse and it's going, and he's
Oh
like,
my
oh
God.
my god.
If you start crying in front of me, we've talked about this before. I do not know how to console you in any way.
Yeah.
I know not to
Yeah,
comfort
not his
you, and this,
thing.
I'll just freeze like a T-Rex is looking at me, and then I'll just wait until it goes away.
Right. Wait till it's over. And you're not alone, Tom. You're not alone. But I just want to encourage this guy to either really, you're going to have to be really direct in what you need if he does have a trusted source, and it might just be one friend or a family member. You've got to be really direct. Hey, this thing is really weighing on me, and I'm trying to be there for my wife. Can I talk to you about it a little bit? And if you don't have someone, it might be worth it to go even for a few sessions to a therapist, even if that feels like weird. Or I think once you're there, so many men say to me, even in individual therapy, wow, I did not want to come here. I did not think this was going to be good. And I'm so glad I did. We are designed as human beings to process what's happening internally, and it isn't going to work to swallow it. It's going to come out not just in cancer. I mean, it could, unfortunately, but also
Anger.
in depression, anxiety. It's not good.
And a lot of people, and I realize this throughout my years, they don't understand therapy. And this is from me, who I've been to a therapist. I understand, and I throughout the years of going in and out of every once in a while, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's just you're paying a person to, you're paying a professional. A lot of time you could vent to, you talk about things you don't want to talk about, you don't want to put that in, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to, a lot of people use people around them to vent their, problems and emotions to. Yeah. And then it's like, man, there are people, paid professionals, do that to them.
Take that burden off your family.
Quit putting that on everybody around you. And you're like, oh, it makes me feel better. But that's what you pay for. These people aren't your therapists that are professionals. They're taking on your S, and they're not getting paid for it. You're just dumping it on them.
Right. And I think that's a good point too. It is a lot to hold space for somebody's emotions. It is. And we have to be mindful of that and not just dump it on people either.
They do it to their spouses. And your spouse, there's a certain amount of you marry
take
this
a little
person,
bit of it.
you take it, and that's part of the relationship. But sometimes it's too much. It's if you have a spouse that just constantly dumping on you all the time, it's hey, pay someone for this.
Right.
right?
And some of us are mindful enough of knowing that we are hoarders of anxiety and the stuff you're talking about, dumping it on the wife or husband.
Yeah.
I am a hoarder of that stuff. So I have always looked for, and it is like what you're saying, way easier even to get my thoughts in the right get them organized so I can tell my wife effectively what I'm feeling.
And that is actually, I'm glad you said
It's
that.
like a step before you get to her. Then I'm not wasting her time. She's got enough on her plate with Maisie's dance, everything that she does with her career.
Yep. And everyone does. Everyone's got their own stuff they're juggling. But that organized part is really part of it. Whether we're having a hard conversation or sharing painful feelings, taking time to process for yourself first what's going on and delivering it in a way that's more organized and you're regulated. And it helps people to be able to hear you.
All right, well, let's do another.
This one a little lighter than that one. I try to, space them out. This one's called Learning to Dance. Howdy, love thy neighbor crew. How important, and I think we can kind of broaden this, how important is it to learn to dance or pick up a partner's unique hobbies? I love this one because I think we all collectively as a species share. At least I can speak for myself 100%, but I think tons of other people like this. When I see husbands and wives that do the same hobby together and they excel at it, I'm so jealous of that and think it's the raddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like Jetson and his wife. And they're super athletes.
But that's how
Yeah,
they
I want
met.
to know what your opinions are.
But it's
of
just
this.
so rad when you see people that are like like you and your family running the 5K together. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Give you a
that's
compliment.
cool.
It's just
Yeah.
cool.
It is cool.
I like that. I like it. When you see anybody, it's like dad driving boat with kid wakeboarding behind it. I'm in. Like, I like families or people do. I don't know.
Me and Crystal learned to scuba dive together,
I
and
love
then
it.
we enjoyed that, and then we
Really?
went out. Yeah.
I love
but
that.
the kids killed it, Colette.
Right.
But now we're trying to teach them. But then Tommy almost drowned in the pool because his regulator got kicked out, and now he's
Can't be kicking
traumatized.
out your regulator.
And everybody told me don't try to teach your kids how to scuba dive. You're
I
going to
thought
screw
you
them
vowed
up.
to never talk about this. He'll tuck it in on Love Thy Neighbor. No one will
I
ever
didn't even
know.
almost die. He just was panicked and he thought he was going to drown
he
and he
just,
couldn't swim
yeah.
to the top.
That's so scary. But I love
trapped.
that you
And then
guys.
I'm like, get back in there, and he won't do it.
Yeah,
So
you were
maybe-
yelling at him for a
maybe
couple
when they're
hours.
older. Oh my
hard.
God, maybe when they're older. But that's so cool that you have that with your wife. Maybe that's something you guys go do on your own.
No, I
But
know.
let's,
Yeah, we
let's
want
talk
to.
about the overreaching
Yeah,
aspect into relationships. I see a lot of people that don't even try to do what they're, and I don't know what's good or bad, because maybe you internally you absolutely despise this thing, that your partner loves. So where is the happy medium from a relationship expert standpoint?
Yeah.
When people come to you and it's like, well, Javier does CrossFit and Bernadette, his wife, is, and she's a bigger lady and she has zero interest in it, and they still want to be together, but it's seeming like they're drifting apart because of lack. Is that a thing?
Yeah, so it's not really as much of a thing as you would think, unless it matters to the two individuals in the relationship. I agree with you, Dan, that it's super cool. I don't have any hobbies like that in common with my husband, and I have never had a partner where we have had like shared interests, not one time.
I
And
don't
I've
think I have either.
been in a bunch of relationships. And I will tell you, from a therapeutic stance or relationship stance, I don't see that being a thing that there are couples who have absolutely nothing in common and do their hobbies on their own and they're very happy, and couples who do everything together and their relationship doesn't work out. So this isn't going to be the thing that makes or breaks the relationship, which is good news if you're dating someone or married to someone and you have no interests in common. I do think if there's somebody in a relationship who says, I want a partner who goes and does these things with me. Like, I don't care that much because I have my things I do with my husband, and then I have my things I do on my own, and I'm happy that way. But if it were very important to me that I had a partner who liked to go do, creative writing workshops, then I should pick somebody who's interested in those things. This is something to look for in the dating process, I think, if it matters to you. But if you have no interests in common, as long as you have quality time and connection, that's okay too.
Also, I think, to circle back to what I was saying, I think that we, because of social media and what I was just talking about, we have amplified the thing I'm talking about to making it like maybe some
Seem-
of that is so false in my brain, that I've just been programmed to look at this and be like, oh, it's the coolest thing I've
I
ever
do
seen.
think it's cool, though. I think it's cool, but I just don't think a lot of people have that. A lot of people have very different. We're attracted to people in many ways who are different from us, and sometimes that filters into interests.
So, Colette, I'm a basic bitch male that likes his NFL football.
Yeah.
And likes, I'm like, I'm
I
dilly
thought you
dilly
cr-
dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, call yourself a dilly dilly dad, not a basic bitch.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that it's like there's, I have no interesting hobbies. That it's like pottery or something cool.
Right,
It's just
right.
like
Me neither, really.
NFL,
You're
like
Bud
the
Light
gamble.
Billy. Yeah, I'm a Bud Light Billy.
But yeah,
I'm more
yeah,
of a Coors
yeah.
Light Carl.
Yeah, I like it. I like both of them.
And so I'll tell you something my wife does that it tricks me because she's not interested in any of this and like gambling or the NFL, right? But
The only thing I can think of, and I've always wanted it, is wife walks out in lingerie during football games.
well, that's
I've
different.
always
I've
wanted it.
been-
That old trope.
I think
No,
that's great.
Never
Why
got it.
not?
So
Never got it.
I'm down with that.
And I'm actually mad that this tricks me and makes me feel good because I know it's fake and I know it's just a practice of what she's trying
Who
to
cares?
do.
Lean in.
Yeah. But so every once in a while, when she's in a good mood, which is rare, yeah, she'll say that. I'm sorry. She'll say like, start asking me questions about football, and I'll start telling her about how this is Joe Burrow's year and that he'd been injured the past 2 seasons.
You start
Yeah.
explaining it.
And I start just telling
Do
her.
you dip into your
and-
theories?
And then she's pretending to show interest. I think
Yeah.
She's
and-
yes-anding you.
Yeah, and then I tell her about football and I tell her about my things, like, and then she pretends to be interested, and I'm like, all right.
Maybe she.
And then I'm like, it makes me happy telling her my
Of
interests,
course.
and then she takes it, but I know it's all fake.
Do you
and
know
it's
I'm
just on the
tricking you when I
show.
ask you about gambling?
Yes, I do.
You know who told me that? Your wife.
But okay, but
But
that's
it makes me feel good, and I'm like,
Yes.
oh, you should do. Every partner should do this a
I
little
agree.
bit.
I agree.
Just,
I do think you
just
should.
pretend interest every once in a while, and it will trick the person,
And
even if they
actually-
know
The
it's fake.
best thing he brought up, because you know what it is? It's not a trick. It's her knowing that she's not into it, and her knowing
That
it's
it's
her way.
important to
I
you.
love him enough that I'm gonna give him the chemicals because I'm gonna put
Yeah.
effort in.
No,
I
this-
think it's
it
beautiful.
is. That's actually a
thing
healthy
you've said.
relationship habit. If something matters to your partner, showing an interest in it is something you're doing for them. I don't think it's fake. I do the same thing with, I actually like the NFL, but my husband's into college football, which I know nothing about. And he'll tell me about the players and the this and who won what game. And aren't we in the middle of a basketball thing, or is that already over?
March Madness.
Okay,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
God! Don't say. I'll cut
See,
that out. I'll cut
I
that
don't
out.
know basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, but my husband's super into it, right? He
Yeah.
went to UK, Kentucky.
Oh, big basketball fan.
Yes. So whenever it was the 16 games, I watched some of the
Sweet
game.
16, yeah.
I listened to all the different, like, if you're this, it's seeded maybe,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you're-
16 could
You
play
did
two.
listen, yeah.
But if you got out, then one could end up playing two. And right, like, I don't know anything about that just because I wasn't raised in a household that was really into college basketball, but it's super important to him. So I'm not faking it. I'm like, this matters to my husband, so let me show an interest. We don't have to both be like basketball junkies,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
can still make an effort to dive into his world a little bit. So I think back to this email, it's asking your partner, how important is this to you? Would you like me to make an effort? Would you like me to go one day and gamble with you, or whatever the heck you're into?
Yeah.
And if they would, then maybe you make an effort to do that, even if it's not your thing. That's different from like, we have the same hobby.
Yeah. You just show some interest.
Yeah.
It will make your partner feel better.
You
It
give
will
really
work
good
with me.
advice on this show, dude. No, you really do.
Yeah.
And your wife, I bet your wife's not faking it. It's the same thing I think that I'm doing, which is showing an interest because of love.
yeah, I know.
And I know she loves you. I mean, but I
Yes.
try to do it with Andrea, but it also will make you feel good. Because even if you realize you're doing
Yes.
it, I mean, like, you're doing something nice for the person
Yes, that you
like you
love.
love, that like maybe the
Right.
mother of your babies. You know,
Right.
like, come on, man.
And so showing an interest in your partner and what they're interested in is an act of love.
Yeah, even if you gotta, put a little, something in there to get yourself
Yeah,
started, it's
yes.
not fake.
So Colette, and I also thought about this. I bet sometimes like your partner gets into, let's say, pottery, right? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna get into pottery too, so we could do it together. And that way she'll be like, oh, I love that you got into my hobby. But then you try too hard.
Yeah.
You get into it. You get more into it than she is.
And you ruin it for
And
her.
then you're like teaching her, like, let me teach you something. And then, oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then
you
she's like,
mansplain putting to her.
Don't do that.
I got into this for my own personal
Yeah.
escape, and I didn't necessarily get into this so that you can now teach me how to do pottery, because now
Let me show you how it's done.
and so I can imagine that's not the right way to go about it sometimes. I mean,
Right. I mean, the idea
Read
again
the
is
room.
talk about it. Have a conversation. Hey, is this something that you would be interested in me participate? I mean, if you talk, it's going to be different things at different times. Some hobbies maybe people like to do on their own. I do think it's great for couples if they can find something, even if it's a new interest that they're into together, especially through life and all these busy stages, careers and kids. It's nice to have a shared activity that's just special to the two of you. But we shouldn't be forcing ourselves like, oh, I have to adopt all these. I'm dating a new guy and he's a marathon runner. Like, I'm not running a marathon, I might do a 5K with you, but like, I'm not going to be out there running 26 miles.
But you could listen to him drone on and on about zone 2 running and the importance
Totally.
of
You got to really concentrate on your zone.
And if I care about the relationship, I will show an interest because it's important to that person.
Yeah.
And don't stay in 3 for too long. You don't want to do. You're literally negating all the work you did in 2.
And you could pretend to be impressed by his Strava app times or
Look at
whatever.
this.
Right. Like, do you think my husband wanted to hear all about the writing of my book and reading the chapters?
He told me at your launch he hated it.
No,
joking.
I
I'm
actually
joking.
think that's
I'm
accurate.
joking, no.
I think that's accurate, and I don't think he even.
I
hate it, he's just tired of it,
think
is
even
what-
though he did a great job, you did a beyond great job. I thought you and I were well represented there. I think he and I could have walked down the street to Copper Rocket and been just fine.
Totally.
Just had a couple
And I do think
IPAs.
he
What do you
kinda
like? You want
hated
you're
it.
more of a pale ale guy, or get him a pale ale.
That's definitely more his speed. So, and I don't even care if he hated it. He made an effort
He
because
did.
it was important to me,
He
right?
was running
and that's
around,
what
and he was
matters.
also like, "What can I do?" Which is another thing, and we can end on this. Sometimes if I don't know what to do, sometimes the best thing you can do to your significant other is not interfere, because she might, in my case, my wife may be figuring it out, but just go like, "Hey, if whatever you need."
I'm here.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not going to tell you how to do this, because that's going to go
Yeah, nobody
sour.
likes the mansplaining thing either.
And Tom and I are the
I think we're
best.
sensitive
You know
to
we're the
that.
best in Orlando. It's explaining anything to women.
It really happens a lot. It's fascinating to me how much that this goes on, and I think people just don't realize it,
I see it happen to my wife so much as she bitches about it because
Yeah, it's
like
so
through
annoying.
her work or whatever, like and then like someone will be explaining how something works that she obviously
Especially
knows.
being a realtor, I'm sure that out there that oh my God, some
And-
old man explaining her how to sell houses. Jeez.
I laugh and laugh every time.
Yeah, I find
Nothing
it
funnier.
so annoying, but more like a gnat, more like the poopy flies or whatever we're calling them, than like something that deeply offends
Oh, we can
me.
adjust that. Now we can adjust this at the end of the show. Our studio is infested with crap flies.
Okay, but no, Colette says she has them over there.
I do.
So it's
And
something
I
in the
know, I
it's
know,
the drains.
No, I know that they are. Tom has stolen an abundance of exotic plants from different tropical nations, and he's put them all in our studio.
And that's what they're
I
And
got
now
one
we have
plant. No.
banana crap flies in here
No.
because he's got some sort of tropical.
I think
what is
they
that over
get
there?
in through the door. I think when you open and close the door, they one or two slip in. Maybe I'm wrong because most of my plants are fake. I have a black thumb.
Well,
So-
We're right next to each other. So it's got to be the drains. It's
Yeah.
there's
It's
something
your
in the
fault,
drains.
whatever it is.
It would definitely be our fault. We're running without toilet paper right now. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We've been running for 2 full days without toilet paper.
Yeah.
Are we really ending on
We
this
call
note?
ourselves the paper towel pals.
I'll just stuff my fast food down the drain.
I will too. Do you know how many Chick-fil-A bags I flush? It's over 10.
Okay, this is the difference between men and women
Over
right
10.
here.
Over 10 Chick-fil-A bags. Do you know if I'm eating Easter chocolate while I'm peeing, I'll drop the trash into the toilet and flush it. That's a true story. All right, we got to get out.
The Cost of Quiet. Get it anywhere books are found.
Yes.
You can order it right now.
found.
I'm saying, well, you know,
If you find a book, hope that it's this one.
well, everybody knows
My
the
book
internet.
will help you with all of what we're talking about today. So go grab a copy wherever books are sold.
Also, Colette does a podcast. She's been doing it for a couple of years.
We need to talk about this more.
Insights from the Couch. You can search for it anywhere podcasts are found.
Available wherever podcasts are found.
Especially for our ladies.
Yeah.
I think for our lady listeners, who there are a ton in the chat room today, you might, if you want to expand on things a little bit, it'll be probably a little less turd flies in those shows.
Yeah. Hello.
I can guarantee that, actually.
Hello at lovethyneighborshow.com is
Yes,
our
sir.
email, and we'll see you next week.
Got it. We did it.
Awesome.
We're still on Twitch and YouTube, though.
Okay.
And can we record
What's up, John?
a real quick snippet just about, I wanted to do this with you about like the benefits of youth found on hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
If you-
I could
okay,
just
cool.
tack it on the end.
Yeah.
If you want to do
Okay.
that. That way I don't
I
have
have a client
Yeah,
in 2 minutes.
Perfect.
so
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do
This
it.
is just like a quick 30 seconds.
Let me just.
yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
And 3.
Okay.
2.
So Colette, you've been on hormone replacement therapy. What benefits have you seen?
I feel better. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. And I think more importantly, even than the symptoms, is that it's really good for your organs. This is something we didn't know about until recently, that we need estrogen and even testosterone and progesterone as we age. So it's just better for your overall health. And I definitely feel a lot better too.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Colette. We appreciate it. Again,
I got it. I'll just know, because I'll just-
yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
I usually
Hormones,
just-
hormones, hormones.
Yeah.
Take your hormones.
I think I'm about to hormone myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's really, really so important at my age. Okay, and then we're going to talk about...
Guys, we'll be right back. Enjoy this scene change, and we have What's in My Mouth on deck. Turn my own mic on.
Now I hear
You know, but what if I don't die? Then it's gonna be, I'll be fucked.
Then you are saying that.
Yeah. I've always just planned on dying. And then if you don't die, then you're like, oh shit. I didn't plan for any of this. Old age.
All right, let me get John's camera.
Am I sitting in the right place?
You're fine. You
Okay.
sit wherever you're comfortable, and then
This is good.
I like to just kind of tailor it around you. That way, we're not having to.
Is it all digital lens, or does it have anything in it that actually moves?
You know what? This one I think is all digital, but we may end up getting rid of these too. They are not behaving the way we want to as well. And I hear that SJ is yelling at El Gato, and they are gonna fix things for him. So.
I still haven't dumped it yet. Maybe this week, because I was having problems. Remember, you guys loaned me, or you gave me, whatever, loaned, an old VHS of one of the was it from Monsters? It was from some radio show, and I've got it on the pile. But
Was it
my VHS dubber was
it
not
Russ
working.
and Bo Exposed?
That could have been it.
I think it may be.
It's sitting on my table right inside
There's
my
some
window.
classic.
Daniel gave you that? Why?
I'll tell
Well,
you
'cause I
right.
said I
You know
could
why?
dub it.
Because there's some classic beeve in there.
I can
I'll
convert
tell you.
it to
I just
video
wanted to say
file.
classic beeve. Yeah, there's some grade A snapper in those
Oh,
tapes.
come on,
Tom.
Wally.
Hey, Wally, why you doing it? Come on, beeve. You know, Mom and Dad. I used to love Leave It to Beaver.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good. Let me check your big shot here. Oops. Hold on.
And are those Easter eggs, or are they just coincidence?
They're Easter eggs, but they have sex toys in them.
Oh, okay.
And we're hiding
From
them
our
from
sponsor.
They're mine. They're all mine.
Oh, do you guys have any what is it? Liquid Death sponsorships or anything?
I wish.
Okay.
Oh my God, I
No,
wish.
yeah. All the big corporations.
I don't want to tell you one way or the other, but I got one of those.
Okay,
I was
all
like,
right.
All right, that's looking good. Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, Mr. Van, where's this going?
This is Friday. This is going to be ACT for Friday.
ACT for Friday. All right, let's.
Or
do
should
it.
we put on Thursday and then do Cadillac Pat Friday? We could do either. I figured like playing this on Friday, Good Friday, going into Easter. Would
I
make
like that.
sense. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
All right, here we go. And I can start in 3, 2. It is another A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan.
We have our big BDM appreciation party coming up April 11th. If you are a BDM or if you want to sign up even next week, we're going to send out the final invite on Wednesday, a couple days before the event, so you'll know where it is. But we have a mother-daughter, father-son entertainment for you that night.
Yeah, on
with-
music, we have father and son. On incredible feats of strength and entertainment, we have mother-daughter.
Yeah, with the Juggling Jacks doing a trained poodle dog show.
Unicycle juggling extravaganza.
Yeah. Hula hoop, like the 50 hula hoops. Like they are performing in the middle of Casey and Jeff Howe playing for a couple hours that
Your
night.
favorite old songs.
Yeah. Father-son musicians and mother-daughter Russian, I guess, entertainers.
We're calling the night father-daughter. We're calling the night father-daughter swap. Never been done before.
The Aristocrats.
Yeah, exactly. Sponsored by xvideos.com.
April
Still
11th
works in Florida.
in Orlando. And again, you have to be a BDM to find out all the details. On the couch with us, he's here for
What's in my mouth? What's in my mouth? What's in my mouth? In my mouth.
It's not a penis.
John Graham's here. How you doing, John?
Howdy.
It's Good Friday. Easter's on Sunday, and you brought us some Easter treats.
Yep. Should I
and-
restate the premise?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
go
always,
buy
always.
crap at the supermarkets, new stuff. Some of it is crap, some of it's great. And then I come here and I tell you what the good stuff is and what the bad stuff is.
There you
All
go.
right.
So there's a lot of
There you
Easter candy out there right now. So I figure we'll start off with Reese's peanut butter.
There's,
the
they're
eggs.
in the news.
Yeah. Well,
you want to talk
yeah.
about that?
Wait, I don't know all the details, but yeah. So
I give you the
Some of the
details.
families complaining because they're saying I don't think it's in the Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's in some of the ancillary products.
Yeah, it's
it
in
might
the-
be watering down the chocolate and
It's
stuff like
in
that.
the new Valentine's Mini Hearts. Reese's Valentine's Mini Hearts.
Okay.
The grandson of the guy who invented it is complaining, and he's like, you guys are using something called chocolate coating or chocolate flavoring or chocolatey. And he's like, no. It's chocolate. It's always been chocolate. If you don't, and he's like, if you don't do it next year, I'm going to try them. And if it's, I'm coming to get you.
Hold on. Well, you sold the company,
Yeah,
Reese's Jr. So it's more, you wanted it done your way, you should have not sold.
I like that you're on the corporation side.
Look, if we sell
like
Tom
that.
and Dan to iHeart and then the listeners start complaining,
Oh, they'll
or-
suck out all the core ingredients.
Well,
Yeah, no
and-
more cocoa.
and I start telling
Just brown
everybody,
crayons.
the new Tom and Dan, as they all care about is money. Well, no S. Of course they do. I sold it. All I care about is money.
Yeah, he was complaining about it. He says it makes him sad that the products have sort of dipped in quality. And then Reese's actually
Wipe your
replied.
tears with the money they paid you.
Well, Reese's actually, I don't know if he sold it. He's just the grandson. There are a lot of assumptions here. But he is saying, you're using subpar ingredients. Reese's countered by saying, hey, we still use chocolate in our core products. It's milk chocolate. And it says, but we have, and they admitted it. They're like, yes. In some of our ancillary products and the smaller products, we've used some other items, and we will maybe reevaluate those in the near future. So it's their way of addressing that there might be a problem.
So a new product is actually Jif has peanut butter filled eggs this year. I don't know if it's a coincidence that this came out at the same time that
Well, I mean, they're coming
Reese's
for
is
'em,
getting
right?
getting a hard time.
Here's okay. Let's
So
talk.
this is very different on the inside than at Reese's.
Let's talk about this for a second because there's a problem here with what Jif's doing. And I don't know where I found this. Maybe I dreamt it, but I had always believed that the filling of not only Reese's peanut butter cups but Reese's Pieces is like it's not it's a peanut butter, for lack of a better term. But I believe the term that they originally called it was panache.
Oh,
Like the
don't know
term,
that
like
one.
like
Yeah,
but
ta-da.
it's exactly. But it's more of a. It's got peanut and peanut flavor. It's peanuts in it, but it is a high concentration of whipped sugar and other things to give it this really grandiose, wonderful sugary peanut flavor.
Oh,
And it's very crumbly, very.
No,
Reese's.
I believe this is called panache. I think they
panache?
put
Okay.
somebody, DeBerry Joe's calling it ganache. I know what a ganache is. I'm just saying I believe
Yeah.
that they have called it panache.
See, if you
to
call it
fit
panache, there's no legal definition.
Yeah, and they
So-
fit it into their peanut world. And I do believe that this is not going to be as good as a Reese's peanut butter cup because this is peanut butter inside and not panache. Hence why it's not going to be as good, less sugar.
Well, different. Up to you as to whether it's better.
Well, it's like
That's true.
the individual slices of cheese is a cheese product. It's just like oil. It's not. There's nothing. No
Right.
actual.
Yeah.
Correct.
Velveeta is delicious.
Yeah.
It's not cheese.
So it's like,
Yeah.
like that is a peanut like product.
Okay, there's something good I see right here. I'll put it up on the camera. I opened up my Jif peanut egg. What it appears to be, what I'm looking at, which is kind of good, is it looks like they just filled a chocolate crater with their real peanut butter. And I'm down for that.
Oh yeah,
I'm just down for regular peanut butter and a chocolate egg.
that tastes way more like peanut butter than Reese's.
I'm going to bite of that.
These are about $6 for a pack of 6 at Walmart.
Yeah,
That's good.
And after Easter's over, if there's any left, they'll probably be cheaper.
Very good. Way more creamy, less
yeah,
crumbly.
Yeah. It is very
Not
creamy.
good for broadcasting. That is bad for
The
broadcasting.
first one I had, the chocolate almost had a little snap to it. These, I mean, it's good, but it's just chocolate.
Yeah,
the
that's
first
good.
one I ate almost like fought back against your teeth.
And I think they went, what's weird for this one too, not to really hyperanalyze it, but I think they went with a very small chocolatier. Like Franklin or something.
Yeah,
like
I looked them up. It's Frankfurt. They make Welch's and Dunkin' jelly beans and SpongeBob's candy Krabby Patties.
Anybody's friends with SpongeBob's friends of mine. That's what I say.
So because I'm poor white trash, John, I used to think peanut butter was good for you. Like it was some sort of
yeah. He
like-
villainizes
The kind
it
that's
now.
just peanuts is not bad.
and
He doesn't even like natural peanut butter. He's got to be like almond or something.
Well, it turns out peanut butter is not good for you.
yeah, it's not, but it's delicious. I love peanut. We are a peanut butter household. Okay, Peeps.
Yeah,
see
I
Peeps.
brought 2 new kinds of Peeps this year. This one is Harry Potter butterbeer flavored.
Okay.
I haven't actually tried these yet myself, so I'm going to grab one before I hand them over
Well,
to
they
you guys.
smell awesome. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
right now. They are a blast of butterbeer. This whole place smells like butterbeer now.
I'm assuming it's very butterscotch and then a little vanilla, a little butter. That
Here's
kind of
a Peep. Now,
Yeah.
Peeps get a bad rap, and I'm going to say it. I'll say it again. If you don't like Peeps, take a Peep, a fresh Peep. This is a fresh Peep, very fresh, and put it on top of your hot cocoa, and it's
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
They're the best for hot cocoa, and they look cute. They float.
I think they're going to say put it in the closet for about a month so they get nice and rock hard.
Andrea does that. My wife loves Peeps so much. When we met, her love language, one of the things I bought her to like woo her, I would buy Peeps, like a little, they used to sell them as you're leaving 7-Eleven in a little carton with the cellophane over the top. I'd stab it with a fork and just leave it out. And
Now-
then
Exactly.
she'd open it up and she'd want a stale Peep.
So I will say, rarely is there kind
pretty
of
good.
a gimmick alternative to the flavor that is the norm. And I'll explain. We talk about this during this segment all the time. When any product comes out with like a special flavor, we always we like the original better. I like this better than the original Peep.
Pretty good.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing I did not know that I learned
That's
researching
low-key
for this
pretty
is
tasty.
these new co-branded ones, like the one I'm going to give you in a second, is a Pop-Tarts frosted strawberry flavored Peep. When we were kids, all the Peeps, basically that coating, that kind of sugary coating on the outside, that's where all of the different flavor was. Like if they were lime flavored or strawberry flavored, or whatever, it was only on the outside.
the
The inside was just marshmallow.
Yeah.
So these, the butterbeer ones, the flavors in the marshmallow. These, the strawberry flavor is in the marshmallow.
Gotcha.
Because that's you could put more flavor inside the marshmallow than the
Right on the
outside
mic for
sprinkles.
everybody. That was my fault.
All right, take a bite of the. Oh, it tastes just like a Pop-Tart. I mean, exactly. They probably use their. I see that, and they've done this with strawberry Pop-Tarts. And those of you that love strawberry Pop-Tarts know what I'm talking about. On strawberry Pop-Tarts, they put like multicolored sprinkle frosting, like whatever you call
Rainbow?
them, sprinkles on the top of it. On a raspberry Pop-Tart, they do not. On a raspberry Pop-Tart, they put little red sprinkles on the top.
All right.
And I don't know why they do
Probably
that.
just so you can tell them apart.
But on
Here's like fancy chocolates all have the little swirls. You can use those as a code to tell what's inside.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just put your thumb through the bottom of the chocolate to find
that's
it.
Yeah.
pretty good. Those are good.
These are better than regular Peeps.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That first one
That's
was-
how bad Peeps are.
The first one, low key was good though. I will say the first, but the butterbeer peep
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a nice flavor.
That Pop-Tarts one is really good.
What
And
else
then
you got?
we'll have another Pop-Tarts thing coming up in a bit. And I want to tell you 2 other flavors of Peeps that are new this year I couldn't find. They must have been really limited or snapped up fast. Was chili mango lime
No, thank you.
and Sunny D.
Oh, Sunny D be good.
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
the trashiest one. That one sold out in Florida. People were like, get it.
And then kind
Hold
of to
on.
go with all. Go ahead.
I bet Sunny D has a like a orange sickle vibe. Like the vanilla of the marshmallow and then the orange coating on the outside gives it like a creamsicle kind of a vibe.
Sunny D Peeps is my b-boy name. All right, what do you got there?
Oh, we were talking earlier about you guys are both working on Easter baskets for the house.
We are, yeah.
Do you buy that weird shredded cellophane grass stuff?
We do.
yeah,
And it goes everywhere?
Yeah, we buy it. And it gets in your dog and then it wraps around his intestines.
We use the same one every year because,
I hear ya.
You got to change the grass.
because after the kids are done with it, we take it and we put it in a Winn-Dixie bag or a plastic bag. We tie it back up, and then
You throw it in the attic.
and then
For the roaches to crawl through.
and then it goes in the attic. The roaches crawl through.
And
it.
undoubtedly, there is some candy left in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Loose
the
jelly
sugar,
beans.
yeah.
Every year, I'd find a jelly bean from the year before in my basket.
And then we just take it down and put it the same thing. And now it's because of throughout the years, it's got different color grass. It's all mixed in there, a potpourri. of
And
grass.
you and I do something that I'm not sure if all parents do this, but this is a Florida trash thing. Is that you get a basket and you also get like a very expensive upgradable battery powered squirt gun. You get a super
Toys.
soaker. You get a maybe an outfit you want, some sort of awesome RC car.
Yeah, it's
You
like
don't just get candy in your basket. You get something that you don't need along with
it's
it.
a mini Christmas.
A mini Christmas, yeah.
like
Yeah, for us it was just eggs and candy and stuff.
Oh.
I think maybe they would wrap pennies in aluminum foil so you'd think they're dimes.
Oh, my
There
God.
was a different
Jeez
time.
Louise.
Yeah.
My God. You were working in the factory at this
Way
time, right?
back when. Yeah.
Little newsboy hat.
So a new thing I brought in talking about the grass in Easter baskets. It started in Europe. This is from Germany. Edible grass. This is a green apple flavor.
Oh, so this is to
Yeah,
take the
it looks.
place-
Doesn't it look like the stuff that would
It
go
looks
in a basket?
exactly like.
It's mostly starch. It doesn't taste like a lot, but it is edible technically.
Okay,
It's
so
better for the environment because
probably,
like
yeah.
a lot of people like the like the cobwebs.
And if your dog ate it,
You ever heard that cobwebs that people put out at Halloween are killing all the birds and people don't care? And then the cellophane grass that I change in the basket every year, when I just dump it into the trash can, I think that birds use this not for their nests, and then it leaches into the water supply and kills our animals.
so
Right?
I've been thinking for years that Easter baskets should be like a Willy Wonka type factory thing.
Eat the
where-
basket.
just eat the whole thing.
yeah, where everything in the Easter basket, including the eggs, like shells, should be edible. The
Well, you
grass.
can eat eggshells.
What I mean, like, with the plastic eggs, you put the candy inside. Like, it shouldn't be plastic. It should be some sort of edible plastic or like a chocolate shell. Anyway, I like edible grass. I
do
never
too.
even knew this existed.
Chat room checking in. DeBerry Joe, I knew you were trash. He says, I always got a Game Boy game for Easter and candy. Yeah, I too was a Game Boy.
Now, this is like eating straight up plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, it's like
nothing
it's
good
like
about
eating
it.
packing peanuts.
Yeah, there's no sugar on it whatsoever, which I think, is this really
They missed the
made to
mark.
just be better for the environment?
I would get. I mean, they call it edible, but yeah, my guess would mean it probably is mostly there. So if the
Yeah.
kids accidentally eat it, or your dog accidentally eats it, or that kind of thing.
Well,
It does come in 3 flavors, but that doesn't taste like grape.
I for sure just ate cancer because this is disgusting, and there's nothing. I thought it was gonna be some sort of sugary treat, and it was just straight
You know what it
up
looks like?
cardboard.
It looks like one of those. It looks like a sour straw.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
I thought
I
it was
did too.
gonna be some delicious sugary candy, and it was disgusting.
Yeah, it's
nothing.
It's real bad.
Like paper.
Well, got something healthy for you then. This is a new product. I had to order this. It's not hitting the stores here in town yet, but there's a company called Row 7 Seed Company, and they do mostly organic vegetables. You can find them at Sprouts and places like that. But you remember around Christmas time, I brought in tinned fish is the hot thing.
Yes.
I hate tin fish.
So this is tinned vegetables.
I can get down with tin vegetables.
They've got they do beets and what they call garlic, which is part garlic and part leek. And this is sweet Prince tomatoes in extra virgin olive oil and red wine vinegar.
This is,
So here you guys want
yeah,
I'll give you.
this is-
That's the one can. Pop that baby
Okay,
open.
all right,
They're about $10 after shipping to get. I ordered all 3, but I just brought in
So
this one. The idea is you could put it on pasta, you could put it on toast, or you could just eat them right out of
do
the
people
out of the can.
want canned vegetables?
We'll find out.
Yeah, because it seems
Like I said, it's a new product, so yeah, we'll have to see if it becomes
so
a thing.
Daniel's opening it like sardines.
Okay, they
It's like
smell. I don't know if you can get. I don't know if I tilt this, it's olive oil crazy. But oh yeah, they can see it a little bit. You can see it on my camera here. I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
You can see on my camera. It's like. Let's see if I can dip it down a little more. There we go. They look like little stewed tomatoes in an olive oil sauce. I'm gonna try. This is gonna be really.
Yeah, this isn't like Mexicorn or wax
All right,
beans.
I'm just going all in.
Okay.
One big. It looks like a nut.
What did?
Right? it looks like a red scrote. Right?
Oh, like a ball.
That's their slogan.
sack.
Here we go. It looks like a red scrote. Okay. Oh, they're very sweet.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
sweet.
that's lovely.
Well, they are called sweet Prince tomatoes.
That's lovely.
Nice.
Okay. Oh
That's
yeah.
really good. That's like fancy Italian food.
It's like a.
You're gonna like
a
that.
pickled tomato.
Like put some cheese on bread.
You're gonna like that.
ricotta or something. Throw
It's
some of that on
delicious.
it.
It's like a high end. Here, I got you.
Okay. All right.
That's good.
I see.
That's delicious. Like high end olive oil with with like a heirloom tomato that's been like carefully roasted and just kind of packed in. Yeah, that's
this one is red wine vinegar and EVOO.
that's good.
The beets come in white balsamic vinegar, and so does the sweet garlic. Although there's Dijon mustard in that one.
Okay. I can see my wife like if we were bringing snacks.
Charcuterie.
Like, yeah. Like
Yeah, like
having
on a
some
picnic.
canned vegetables. Like that's good flavor.
That's really good.
I never would have even thought of that. Like someone would want that, but
It
I can
just,
see.
what to me it just seems like so much work. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 tomatoes in there, and they're all about the size of a grape, and they're all inside like a little military vessel with a little thing. And I'm like, don't even bother, right? Like I look at this, I'm like, who?
Yeah, it's a
why?
lot of work.
It's 8 tiny tomatoes in there with some olive oil. Like just go take a nap.
So those are available right now in the Northeast in Whole Foods. I didn't see them here when I looked a couple of weeks ago, but they might show up
They're
at some
good.
point.
That's really good.
And then from that, healthy and vegetarian and organic and all that, I have Johnsonville's Dr. Pepper inspired sausages.
Oh, I've been wanting to try this. I've been seeing these, the Dr. Pepper sausages. You found them.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They have 2. They have the pre-cooked kind, which is what I brought in, and then they have ones that are raw. You have to make sure to grill.
Okay, so these are Dr. Pepper sausages.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's interesting. Dr. Pepper inspired, which means it's probably not exactly the Dr. Pepper recipe,
It
but
tastes like Dr.
but it is a
Pepper.
licensed Dr. Pepper product.
It
Yeah.
does taste like Dr.
The
Pepper.
signature 23 flavors.
Right? It does.
Yeah, no, that
They did it. They did it.
I'm surprised that it's that close,
They did it.
and it works.
It works.
Like when
They did it.
the first flavor is 100% Dr. Pepper,
And it's not bad. I don't know if I'd seek these out, but I can't say they're bad. They're not bad.
no, because then the sausage kind of ends it once you once you chew the sausage. It's like
Except,
that.
You know what I'm getting?
But then,
Poof your mouth out. You'll taste the cherry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'll taste the cherry.
I don't,
There you
I
go.
don't
He's
know.
doing
I
it.
don't
He's
know.
doing it.
I don't know how to poof.
You did it.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so
Yeah, for me, it's kind of a breakfast thing, the sweet and salty, that sort of thing.
yeah, was this ever a thing? Like, why are we getting Dr. Pepper infused or inspired sausages?
I think everybody's just trying to make more products with their IPs, as they say.
I like them when they have I like it when you do. Okay, like for instance, I like it when they do like, yeah, it's not bad, right? I like it when they do like, oh, these chips are rotisserie chicken flavored, and then they taste like rotisserie chicken. But I like it when they're like a real thing. Was cooking your sausages in a Dr. Pepper base ever a thing? That's what I'm
Well, there's
asking.
Dr. Pepper barbecue. I know there's pork, like roast.
I don't think
smoked
I've ever
pork.
had that.
I haven't had a sausage.
I'd be down for some Dr. Pepper barbecue if somebody made or showed me how to do it. I guess I can look it up.
But you're right. I bet you it is some
It's
sort
a southern
of
thing, right?
Yeah, like popular thing to like marinate your
braise-
sausage in
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, and then it's a thing, and then that's where they got it from. I'm sure they just didn't randomly choose it, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Probably with Coca-Cola, it's the same thing of that flavor profile, like to marinate meats in.
Like sloppy joes with either one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I love sloppy joes. I wish I could get my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know your boys really. Tommy, you ever had sloppy joe?
We had sloppy joes, vegetarian sloppy joes.
And they like them.
Texturalized vegetable protein.
No, can't get Maisie on board with the loose meat sandwiches. It's the one thing I feel like I'm failing as a dad. Sloppy joes to me, with a little buttered garlic bread, and then you eat them open face with French fries. Oh my God! If I had that from soccer, we came in from soccer practice, and my mom made that, I'd literally get an erection. Like it was I was like, wow!
Have you tried this? I'm not a big fan of ground turkey, but ground turkey sloppy joes are not bad.
Okay,
She
all right.
might go for that.
She used to like. I thought I was gonna get her to eat the manwich. Can't get it on board. Manwich bold, even better. Manwich bold to put some hair on your chest.
All I can think about is Adam Sandler screaming extra sloppy. That's how much a stupid. I went back and listened. Not even funny at all.
Part of her life. It was part of her life.
I thought that's a hard pill to swallow when at one point in your life you thought something was the funniest possible thing you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
And then you go back and listen to it and it is not funny at all.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of these.
How can it be the funniest
You know what's
ever
even worse?
you've ever heard, and then later on in your same life, not funny in the least?
It's even worse when you're the one saying it. You're listening to yourself say something. You're like, I thought that was really funny.
What do we got next?
Brought in some Liquid Death. This is their new flavor, Mountain Don't.
What? This is breaking news. I didn't know they had a Mountain
Now
Dew
there's no
inspired
like
Liquid
all of
Death.
they have a line they call soda flavor inspired sparkling waters. There's no caffeine, no
I'll
artificial
drink
colors.
Daniels after him.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to start buying cases of this, right, to help
Well,
myself
try
get
it-
off the dew.
Try it first.
John, I have to confess something. I'm for 20 ounces a day now.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Four of these.
I just realized that Liquid Death stole this for me because I've been flavoring my like still water with little splashes of Mountain Dew for years now, and people thought I was insane.
See, it looks like Daniel likes. I was not a fan, but I don't like stevia.
It's not bad. I hate the stevia aftertaste.
It's sweetened with both agave and stevia.
Yeah, I don't like fake. I don't. Okay, the problem for me, I'm not a sugar boy. I don't have to have sugar all the time. It's just what we've come up with for fake sweeteners. The aftertaste always gets me. I'd rather almost it not be flavored.
Yeah. And you think you're fancy agave? You're not fancy. You're
No,
just like the rest
You
of
raise
them.
my blood sugar too. You get out of here.
Yeah, but
So-
you're right. Yeah, right. That it's a little Mountain Dewy, but there's a
Remember Zevia?
See, for me, there's like a little bit of like this tastes like Top Job or some kind of floor
or
cleaner.
what was the name of the soda? Is it? Was it?
I think Zevia is that
with-
sounds like a thing.
Yeah,
There's
there
one of the
used-
health foods.
It was a
sodas.
stevia. It was a stevia. Stevia is the sugar substitute, correct? Yeah,
The
Zevia.
natural one, the one that's
yeah,
not
you used
chemicals.
to buy it at Whole Foods, and it became popular for like a hot minute. And even I was trying to kid myself. I was like, I'm just gonna drink these stevia sodas, and I'm gonna be a super boss, like everybody does. And they're terrible. The aftertaste is terrible. Like it's I don't even know how to describe it.
the chemically.
Yes.
It's something like you're just like that's
Yeah,
not.
it tastes. You know, like when you burn something plastic and you get that black smoke that is both flying in the air and it's a solid. It'll land on things. You're like, whoa, that's what it tastes like.
I think the smoke just goes up and hardens and falls down.
I call it hard smoke.
Do you guys know the story behind this? Is a couple years ago at least. Liquid Death did a Arnold Palmer flavor.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Do you remember what they ended up changing the name to?
Well, it was Armless Palmer.
Yeah, it was Armless Palmer, and then his estate sued.
Yeah.
So they changed it to.
They changed it to Dead Billionaire.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like when companies are snarky about stuff like that. And,
Well, they're the guys. I
Mhm.
mean, they always have something, and they're always trying to bring out new products. It's just like I like their water. It's just some of the other products, like this one.
Yeah.
When they started adding a little bit of sweetener into their waters, I almost couldn't get on board with it. There's something about it chemical to me.
And I'll also say, like, I would predict, like, I would short Liquid Death as a company because maybe I'm wrong about this.
You think
but
it ran its course?
I think it ran its
I
course.
agree.
And I think that it was super hot and super popular.
Now it's just a brand. The water's the water now.
Yeah,
I think.
but I think people aren't like necessarily like it was a novelty to drink your water out of a can, and the whole marketing of it. They did great with everything, but I think their height of their popularity it was behind us. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
Like
I agree.
I think they only are going to start to go down. And I don't think it'll ever be super popular like it was.
Well, they could just hold
before.
steady. I mean, the skull and all that really was just to get people to buy water in a can instead of a plastic bottle.
Yeah, it's all marketing.
And people are still buying it. I'm just saying.
Oh,
that
I like the product. I agree with you.
You know, I think the really popular times are behind us.
And I think where it really excels is like it sells itself in a bar for people not wanting to drink. You know, that works. So
Hey, sporting events and stuff for sure. It's just a lot of other canned waters have come out, and I think it's like the novelty's done. And it's really when you start coming out with Mountain Dew flavor, there's a little bit of jump the shark element of it. You know
what I like, and shout out to them. I like it when you can go to a brewery, and namely, I'm thinking of Sideward down the street here, where you can go there, and if you choose to go there and just like eat one of they have delicious sandwiches. Shout out Sideward. I love their. They have the best chicken Caesar wrap in my opinion in town, and you can get there. They have a thing called Swamp Water, which they just brew their own. I'd rather just put the money in the pocket of the little brewery down the street that can make hop-flavored water that tastes as good or better than anybody. And it's literally in my backyard. So go do that.
I should have brought in, I just discovered Heineken has a 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 calories fake beer out now.
Really?
And it's surprisingly, it's not perfect, but it tastes a lot more like, it doesn't taste like a great beer, but it tastes more like beer than you would expect.
Yeah, the ones that, and this is going to be tried and true because I really don't think what we're trying to emulate is impossible because beer is so delicious. If you find a fake beer that has 0 alcohol and it's delicious, then there's probably a ton of calories in it. Because I've had a few of them, and I'm like, this is it.
Because
this
it's
is
the
one.
sugar that your body it tricks it, and it does work. Like the non-alcoholic drinks with a sugar in it, it works better on me than the 0 everything because that sugar tricks my body into like thinking it's getting the sugar of the alcohol.
Still a chemical.
Yeah, and then you're just like, oh yeah, this is good.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's funny for me is I tend to go for the fake Corona and the fake Heineken because both of them get skunked easily. So they taste more like beer.
I see what you're saying.
Skunk
Yeah.
beer, yeah.
Peroni is my go-to. If I have to drink a fake beer, if I'm watching like football or something and I want one, the Peroni one is the only one I found that to me it really tastes like beer, but it gives you the farts. One of them, and you're just fire in the hole, man.
And I don't know why, but Peroni always reminded me of some sort of erection that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Priapism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Peyronie's disease is when it's bent.
Yeah, that's it.
What's Peroni's disease?
When it's bent.
When you
got
have a
scar
bent?
tissue, so it takes
So their
a
name
left
is
turn.
Bent Weenie Beer.
Yeah.
All right.
Last one I got is this one. You probably some of these products. Oh, somebody got high and thought of this. This one really, somebody got high and thought of this. These are Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches.
What?
Right now they're just at Walmart. Walmart does this a lot,
Dude, Walmart.
This one
Why do
is.
you think I love Walmart? My daughter loves, and we're suckers for products, and my daughter loves
Okay,
Walmart.
I'm gonna have to get these.
This
for
one's
my
cinnamon
sons.
sugar. They
Then
have,
come on over to the Walmart side, baby.
they have strawberry cookies and cream,
How do you
s'mores,
open
chocolate
this?
fudge.
Jesus.
Just tear into it with your teeth.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
the-
There we go.
Okay, Pop-Tart.
Now they are small for people who can't see. They're smaller. Like when I
Yeah.
first saw these, even the picture on the box. Here, I'll show you
Here,
guys.
check this out. It's like
Like-
a. It looks like a little mini Pop-Tart.
Like if you look at the picture on the outside of the box, don't you think it's going to be full size?
Oh, hold on. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah. But this is the size I wanted to give my kids
Yeah,
because
okay. Yeah.
you buy them those big boys or whatever, and it's like it was
Too big.
thing's like
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, man.
1,800 calories. So I don't need to feed my kids.
Tom, get in
I
there.
didn't even look. Let's see how many calories.
Get
is
in
there.
now. Oh, that's got saturated fat.
They're
crazy.
230. That's not
That's
too
saturated
bad,
fat
you know.
crazy. That coating is all saturated fat. That's delicious.
It is real ice cream. It's not like ice milk or anything.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
good,
Yeah.
John. That's the best thing you ever brought us.
Yeah. Pop
Oh,
Tart.
I can
ice
F
cream.
with that all day,
So
John.
Walmart's got these.
Yeah, Walmart has them now. I literally was at Walmart
Praise
buying
be
groceries,
to Walmart.
and then I saw that the next day I had to go back just to buy these.
Ooh,
That's good.
It's a real Pop-Tart exterior because it's a little mushy.
And then
That's
and if
great.
you look, there is the cinnamon filling in each of the Pop Tarts. It's not quite as thick as in a quote unquote real Pop
See if I
Tart,
can show it. to
but it
people.
is in there.
Yeah, it's in there. Look, you can see on my camera. See the swirly cinnamon stuff? It's like too many Pop-Tarts with some with an ice cream bar stuck between it. That's awesome.
They're tasty. Come in a
Amazing-
pack of 4 for like
Amazing
$6
gonna be
something.
mad that I ate that.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
those will last. Like those will gain popularity, and like people will start. You know,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll. You know, this is not going to be a one-off.
Little Debbie's been doing a lot of ice cream treats, and I like these better. Little Debbie's are fine, but Little Debbie's are always a budget product to begin with.
Yeah, because with the Pop Tart, like, and I think just like movies and TV shows, that companies are real and like playing on nostalgia and brand equity that's been built over years. And it's like, hey, like Pop Tart is like, what else can we make? Because people know and love Pop Tarts and have been eating them for 40 years. I don't know how long. And
Maybe more.
And then just the brand alone will sell ice cream, Pop Tart ice cream, and
Pop Tart sausage.
Yeah. I mean anything.
See,
like-
that's when they get weird. That I
Do you remember? I don't know if there was any around here that did that. There was a trend for a while. There were butcher shops that were making like 100 different sausages, and there was one that I saw in more than one place. They were putting gummy bears in with the sausage filling inside the casings.
No, thank you.
So it was weird. They looked like stained glass window sausages.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah. Don't put it.
I never
inside.
ate one. I was afraid.
I'll go as far, and I'll say what I say here. I will go as far as you can put hot Cheeto dust in my sausages, and that's as far as I'll go. Hot Cheeto.
That's where you.
that's
That's a
it.
limit.
Yeah, that's my limit because it's like a breadcrumby type of spicy kind of a thing, but that's as far as I'll go. That was good. That I think out of all the stuff you've ever brought us, the Pop-Tart ice cream bar or ice cream sandwich is by far the greatest thing you've ever. And there's tomatoes. I would give the second place the 10 tomatoes. Not bad.
Which is
not
funny because
bad at
those
all.
are on such ends of the spectrum there.
I didn't expect to like. There's just something about tinned fish that I'm like, well, do you need to be eating that?
Well, when it was invented,
no,
you did.
yeah. I mean, look at where we eat.
No, I
We're
know,
all-
but I'm just saying. So, like, you're out in the wilderness and you have a tin of fish and you're hungry. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But I can't see, like, you worked hard all day at your job. You come home and your wife's like, what do you want to eat? And you're like, well, I was kind of thinking that we would get out a bunch of, like, little tiny jars of fish and little mustards and little.
Cornichons.
Yeah, and then eat, like, some. Nobody does that, right?
Yeah, I mean, what if you saw what like most?
You say you eat tinned fish so you can elevate yourself over the rest of us that just eat Walmart Pop-Tart ice cream,
yeah.
right?
Well, as a kid, I don't know. My dad. Did you say your dad would eat like the kippered snacks too?
He would eat
King Oscar or whatever
No,
that brand
he
was?
would eat Vienna sausages, which to some people
okay.
is far worse. Vienna
There's like
sausages
so much
are-
cholesterol in a can of those.
And
things.
Tom also a Vienna sausage man. Like we've bonded over this before. Deviled ham is another thing that
Deviled
we
ham.
share.
Remember deviled ham?
Deviled ham and Vienna sausage are about as far as I'll go into the like meats in a can. But when you start pickling fish and putting them in there, like I don't feel like you need to eat that.
I lived in Kentucky for a while, and there was pork brains in milk gravy in the same size can as Vienna sausage. Like it literally was like all the cholesterol for like 2 or 3 days in this tiny little can.
Yeah.
I mean, it is insane that what we were eating, like 50,000 years ago. To compare
now,
to what
yeah.
we eat now, we're the same, and we're biologically the same human beings.
Yeah.
And now I was like,
we
it
just-
couldn't be any different.
We just don't die at 55.
Because all the microplastics propping us up. That's what I like to think.
but that's only antibiotics.
Smoking is good for you 50 years ago.
That's true. That's
Keeps
true.
you trim.
Well, it's just like what you found out in nature, like some berries, and like every once in a while, like you kill some meat, you eat some meat every once in a while.
Every
like,
once in a
but
while.
it's just like you were just scavenging around and you find some banana plant.
I mean, nowadays I can
Just he was-
GPL1 myself and then take Zen pouches to put myself to sleep. That's all I've had today to eat.
Yeah. Anything else, John?
Nope. Go to the website thatguyontv.com.
Well, let's talk.
Oh, you want to talk about these?
Those Ruffles?
Sure.
Cool Ranch
It was. I
Dorito
think
flavor.
if you look hard, you might still find these in stores. I wasn't going to talk about them because they were only for the month of March, and we're now in April. But it was Frito-Lay. It's Cheetos, Ruffles, and Doritos, and they kind of swapped the brand. So here, I'll give each of you one. These are Dorito flavored. Ruffles flavored Doritos.
Okay.
So it's Ruffles cheddar and sour cream on a Dorito. Dan, try that.
I
one.
think that would work.
This one it's the form of a Cheetos, but it tastes like Lay's sweet Southern Heat barbecue potato chips. That one's for Tom. And I'll crack open the Ruffles Dorito Cool Ranch flavored. And so you might still find these out in the stores, especially if, like mom and pops might not have swept
All right,
everything up.
this
the
one's
shelf
going to
yet.
hurt their feelings. But the Doritos Ruffles cheddar and sour cream flavored Doritos taste exactly like regular Doritos.
Oh,
They
really?
do. You're going to say it. They taste exactly like regular Doritos. All right, I'm going in to try the Cheetos now. These are...
The Cool Ranch Ruffles are good.
They're a little. Well, no.
See,
they're
I'm really interested in those because it's like they look like Cheetos, but they're barbecue flavored.
These are great, but they're not flavored enough. The Cheetos
these, Tom?
Sweet
Yeah.
Southern Heat Barbecue.
Oh, sorry.
So they basically took what they normally put on. Who's on the cover of this? Madison Beer? Who's Madison Beer?
These are all social media influencers.
Okay. Yeah, she's very cute.
I Show Speed is on one package.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. He's huge.
the Dude Perfect on
Yeah.
mine.
Oh, you tried these, right?
Hold on. Let's talk about the marketing of this. There's a
The Dude Perfect guys. And look at it. Look how these are good Christian boys on the back of this package. Look at those guys. They love Jesus, those guys.
So that's interesting. They partner with these guys, and I'm sure they do some Dude Perfect. They're doing some, throw a basketball
Oh, great.
off the Saints Stadium and in the back of a pickup truck, and they're like sponsored by, Cool Ranch flavored Ruffles.
Okay, they did figure it out.
I endorse
Cool Ranch flavored Ruffles should be a thing.
I like those, but I like the Cheetos, the
The sweet
barbecue
heat,
Cheetos.
yeah, they're good. But they're taking tried and true flavors that they already have and just putting it on little fried snacks that are already tried and true, and it works. It's all gonna work.
So before we end, let's talk about Easter because I've built a tradition with the Van
I
household.
like your tradition.
Of course, we do the Easter baskets. They wake up. When I was a kid, it was an Easter basket on the dining room table.
Me too.
But my wife grew up with the Easter basket next to your bed.
I got a battery-powered AR-15 water gun one time. That's no BS. It took batteries. My dad. It took I think $14 worth of batteries in this water gun.
So, but we also do an Easter egg hunt where we hide the dyed Easter eggs, the real ones that we dyed in days prior, out in the front yard only.
I've never dyed eggs with my daughter.
Never once.
Not even one
Gotta
time.
get that smell of
She
vinegar.
hates it.
Hans-
She's not even
Hans
interested.
What, did she
brand
even
dye.
try?
I had
once?
the chance one time, and she was taking a welding lesson at Underground Metalworks. But,
Yeah, how do you know she hates it? You never did it.
I've asked her. She says, not interested.
You should bring her over for the Van household egg dyeing. We do it in
She'll
the
just
back.
go work out in your backyard.
We do it in the backyard, and we.
She just pull-ups on the monkey bars.
What if she loved it and be like, "Why didn't you do this with me, Dad?"
No, she
I know
would. She wouldn't say that, but
No.
she would say, "Oh, I like this." But she's just never chosen to do it. I wish she would. I love dyeing eggs.
What do you do with all the eggs when you're done?
So
Oh, this guy's the king.
we put them in back in the refrigerator. Then the morning, I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning while it's still dark outside, and then
must.
I hide
You've never not done this.
the fresh eggs. Well, since the boys were born,
This is a real tradition.
the fresh eggs go in the front yard, and then I have a like a huge Easter basket of plastic eggs with like $1. There's some dollars in
You
there.
put any zoinks in there?
No zoinks.
can put some
I don't like
zoinks
to
in there.
disappoint myself.
I don't even know what's a zoink.
Well, you got to put something rotten in there. You know, you put
Oh.
like a coupon for
Yeah.
cleaning Dad's closet.
Okay,
Yeah, like
you
the
know.
dental floss. You know, like that's a
yeah.
zoink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 penny.
yeah.
Was it let's make a deal? Like a zonk? Is it the same
Oh,
thing?
maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, zoink would be something you say when something happens. A zonk. You're right, John.
Zoinks!
I stand corrected. It is a zonk.
So here's my question.
Correcting the man on his own show.
I like it.
I'll see the door.
I like it.
So now that my sons are going into middle school, we've done this way too long, which I don't know.
I'm too
when-
horny for your eggs, old man.
Yeah, I
The
don't know.
chemicals in my body say your eggs are lame.
I don't know when this will stop. You know, like, but I want to go on it forever. Like, I want them to be in high school and be doing this. But maybe they'll just one day say, I don't want to do it anymore. Anyway, so I should be hiding the eggs way harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point where when they walk outside, like you don't see eggs. I've always done it where it's an easy find. Like here's some eggs, like
Yeah.
right next to the door. I just put them like so. When you walk out into the backyard, you see them all, and then you
Looks
run
like you're
out.
walking in a Carrot Top's,
Yeah. And so
pool area.
and
It's all rainbow flags and
I should
colorful everywhere.
I should make them work for it and actually.
But you
like,
don't want to disappoint them, and you don't want them to get frustrated.
Well, I know they'll quit halfway into it if they can't.
so you have to. So you're playing. So you're designing the game for them to stay in the game.
Well,
Some would say that you are a good game master or a dungeon master for doing that. If you're doing like D&D, you don't want people to get frustrated and make it too hard.
and it's over.
like Elden Ring is a video game that's way too hard. They made the game
Yeah.
too hard. I bought it $80 and it's just too hard for me. Not for me. I wasted $90 on that.
Yeah, you
effing
didn't
game.
just quit because
Yeah.
you want to be able to like see the end. You want to see all the eggs.
I want to know
do
it's
it fast,
possible for me to do this.
Hide a couple small ones with the money in it. I'm just
Oh,
gonna,
chat room suggested you do VR egg hunt. They never have to leave their pad. That's a good idea. You could be the hunter. They can hunt virtually through you. Which way do I go, boys?
Yeah, and I told the story before. One year, I put the eggs out the night before because I was like, "Why am I waking up at 5 in the morning?" The raccoons
was gonna say,
open up every single
Snakes
one.
ate 'em.
No.
Yeah.
The raccoons ate. They opened up all the eggs, ate all the chocolate.
Smart.
Doo-dooed the chocolate out all over my yard too.
Real bad. Real bad. Yeah,
Stupid
wrappers
raccoons.
everywhere. Yeah.
And then do you use the eggs to make anything the next few days, or you just toss them?
No, I eat them.
Oh, okay.
And I eat them way longer.
running?
My wife,
Yeah.
like, I'll eat a hard-boiled egg like in June
Yeah,
from
you can.
Easter.
You can.
And I tell my wife, she's like,
Asian
"Don't eat
people
that."
have been burying them and eating them for
Yes!
decades. Yeah, don't even get at me.
And I'm
The
like,
yolk is blue. What does that mean?
Fine. It means
yeah,
it's
the
fine.
dye is
Yeah.
got
It
in there.
means it's got more Oriental properties in it.
John, if anybody wants to contact you, what's your email?
Yeah,
again?
that guy on TV, John. You just go to the website, but John at thatguyontv.com.
There
Cool.
you go.
Well, thank you very much.
Man, this was a good one. You brought us some tasty stuff today.
Thanks for having me.
I hope everybody enjoys their Easter weekend. Happy Good Friday. I guess that's what you're supposed to say. Or
Actually, you're supposed to say thank you for your service.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the service. Good Friday.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Monday.
Okay. Great job. We did it.
I didn't think to ask ahead of time. I was like, I should know by now. For an hour-long show, how long do you usually go without the spots?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. 40. Yeah, no.
40
It's a,
minutes.
and the thing is, we could have ended at 30, but then I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, it was
because
good.
We'd come back and I was like, we'll shoot the shit.
So yeah, I'll leave.
Yeah,
a lot of
We'll
this
put
video.
those on
Enjoy.
our chip.
You can throw that in there. Okay, cool. I do want to try one of the tomatoes.
Oh, I think they're great. Here. I think that if anything that you brought that would be considered, is that considered like kippered or what? Like I don't
know.
But
I don't know
it's
if you- I
great
don't
because you can tell it's like really high octane olive oil, and the tomatoes are obviously really fancy tomatoes, and they're good. If you like sun dried, or if you like, I don't know why you wouldn't like that. That does taste like a fancy pizza, like a fancy pizza topping. I'm good, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Let me say, where's that goatee?
Friday.
And guys, we're going to lunch, and then we will see Cadillac Pat afterwards, right?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock, so get ready for that. And guys, thank you for being here. Frog and Molly says you're very sweet. I got to give you your flowers. You're a sweet man, she says.
Thank you.
Better than not being a sweet man.